Back again for another video. On today's topic, we will be talking about something that is a little lighter than the videos that I have been going over these past couple days. On today's topic, we will be talking about how a woman caters to her man, or how should she cater to a man. I don't necessarily want to talk about actions. I don't necessarily want to talk about things you should buy and, things you should do per se. I don't deal in the materialistic values of catering. I don't even deal with, I'm not talking necessarily in the way a woman should nurture a man, by way of catering. I'm not talking about that, but it can be done that way, definitely. But I want to talk about more so how it looks and how it works. We talk about a lot of things in regards to catering to our spouses when it comes to relationships, but we describe them as doings rather than what it actually is and what it represents and how it is displayed in its existence. So I think I want to go over that a little bit today. Like I said, it's a little bit of a lighter topic, so we can have fun with this, all right? So I've been in a lot of relationships in my life, and I don't mean them as in serious relationships or intimate relationships. I'm talking about relationships with friends, relationships with family. I think we all could say that we have been in a lot of relationships that don't necessarily involve sex, right? But what I want to make clear about that is that in a lot of these relationships that we've had with the people that we are platonic with, pretty much, we have catered to them in many ways. And that's the thing I want to get at, is that, a lot of times women think that when you cater to your man, you wash his feet and you rub his back all the time, and you do all these things, but there's an essence to catering that is a little bit different than any action. It's always present regardless of the action. And I actually want to contrast what type of woman isn't going to cater to a man, right, in her actions, in the things that she chooses to do. Once again, this is the defining of how it looks on the ground, right? Which, once again, I hope not to make this a long video. Oh man, I struggle so much with that. I guess I'm building you guys up for my live shows that I'm going to do in the future, which are going to be longer. So I guess it's a good way to start this out. I don't know. I don't mean to talk to you guys for a half an hour without giving any feedback. I don't enjoy my voice that much. A lot of women have actually told me that. Just side note, a lot of women have actually told me that they actually enjoy my voice. It's very soothing. They don't really care about what I'm saying. They just want me to talk to them. But anyway, so I'm going to contrast the other side of what it looks like for a woman who will not cater to a man. And you don't even have to look for actions to do this necessarily. So we're going to start with the first half of it. And this is, once again, a simple thought. A woman who is open and who does and who will cater to a man, how it's simply displayed is she gives him the option to deny. The option to deny, right? What is the option to deny? Meaning that she is always seeking to give in a position where she understands that this may be something that he says that he does not want at this moment in time. That is simply how a woman caters to her man. It doesn't necessarily have to do with what she gives him or what she offers him, or how much she rubs his back, or how much she rubs his feet, or how much she runs his bathwater. Simply put, a woman who is willing to cater will give the man the option to deny something that she is offering. For instance, if a woman, I'll give you an example of what is not catering, but a lot of people think it is. When a woman goes out and she signs her man up for a spa day and wants to get his nails trimmed with her, and she wants to buy him, I don't know, anything, some chocolates or something like that. And a lot of women believe that this is catering to the man, but literally through the whole way, he was not given the option to deny any of this stuff. This is stuff that you signed up on your own. This is stuff that you decided you thought was best for him. See, that's the notion that we have, especially in the Black community, is that a lot of women think that they know what men want. They don't ask questions at all, nor do they give the option to deny. This is the reason why, once again, when you say as a Black man, this is what I like, this is what I want, and the thing that you are doing, I don't agree with, and this is how you should do it. Oh, you're controlling. Oh, if you don't like the way I do it, then you must be gay. All these deflections of admission to that you're incorrect. You're incorrect in your assumption about what you think Black men want, and you're obstinate towards any critique or criticism, constructive criticism of such, right? This is where you falter. This is where you falter as a woman, because you're not giving the option to actually give a reciprocity of answer, or be open to hear an answer. And then on the other side of it, you're not actually given the option to deny either, because if you put a man in a situation where he is somewhat obligated, or you put him in a position where you think that he is obligated to engage in something that you didn't include him in, that is not catering. It doesn't matter how good it is. You could have bought this man a damn $1 million mansion. If you didn't give him the option to deny it, that is not catering. That's not catering. This is my opinion, of course. This is just how I see things. I'm not saying that you're wrong for your own opinion about this. This is just, once again, how I see things. So, if anybody else disagrees with that, that's totally fine. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're wrong and I'm right. No, everybody has a different perspective on life and how they view things. But I like to put things in the perspective of such according to what the reality is. And if you really think about how catering works, it is always the option to deny. What does it mean when someone throws, like, let's just look at this simple thing of catering, is when a company goes out who serves food and they give the options, they're very different options of food, which everyone can deny. It's just giving the option. Is having things available at the disposal. And the individuals can pick what they want or what they don't want out of these things, or nothing at all. They may not want anything at all. So even in the aspect of actual catering, that option is still available. I know it could be a little bit differently. It's not used definitely in that term, because it's one of those kind of the words that have two different meanings, but it offers the same type of structure, right? It offers the option to deny, But anyway, let's swim over to the other side of this. The other side of this is, these are the type of women that I definitely avoid, are definitely the women who do not give me the option to deny, but would rather me give them the option to deny. See, that's when you start to get into simp territory, right? Because it's perfectly fine for a woman to simp for a man. The reason why is because we have honor, right? A lot of women don't understand that you are supposed to be a simp towards men. You are. That's just how it's supposed to be. This is how you weed out the idiots from the men who actually are men. This is how you do it. You have to simp a little bit. You have to give of yourself. Anybody who seeks to abuse that in a way that is not functional to what your expectations are in regards to a relationship. And I don't mean like unrealistic expectations, meaning that there is some level of reciprocity there that you understand and this individual understands. Like I said, nothing unrealistic. And that is the definition of this is how you define the men from the abusers, because there are men. As much as I talk highly that I talk about men, we have simps in our folds. That's just the way it is. And unfortunately for women, your foremothers didn't teach you how to look past the superficial attributes of a man in order to discern him differently from a simp. Y'all think that everything with a penis is a simp, or y'all think that everything with a penis could have attributes of a man. That's not how it works. You can't go off with the superficial. This is where y'all mess up. But anyway, back to the topic. In regards to a woman who wants a man to give her the option of denial, this is only relegated to women who have proven themselves, right? Because a man has to go out and actually prove his masculinity. He has to, and I don't mean it in such a way of proving it to anyone else, but he has to cultivate it and have a product of cultivation of his masculinity. Literally, everything that a woman is can be cultivated, or everything that a woman should be can be cultivated from birth to 18 years old, maybe even less than that. Whereas with a man, sometimes these things can take a third of his lifetime, if not more, to cultivate himself into a refined masculine man, right? So we literally have to work towards our things. And along this way, we learn how to be honorable. Women do not in the necessary existence that they have in contrast to men. The honor is not taught in femininity a lot of times. You get it by way of your father, definitely. But it is not a feminine trait. To my understanding, honor is not really a feminine trait. People would say that honor is something that is a dual sex kind of thing, meaning that both sexes have it. Yes, both sexes have it, but where is its origin come from in regards to the natures? You have to look at the natures. The natures, once again, denote how someone is going to view themselves and treat others in regards to their own nature. And women are very self-fixated. They're worried about themselves, as they should be. I mean, they're women, but men, we are the protectors and the providers and the leaders of women and children. So we have to have a certain level of honor that women do not, in regards to how she conducts what she is necessary for. If that makes any sense. I know it sounds like a stretch. I know it sounds like a reach, but if you really think about it, you'll come to the same conclusions I do in regards to these things, but this, once again, is just my opinion. Opinions can be wrong. I'm not here to say that I'm a perfect orator. I am not. I say some things that may be incorrect, and people have said some things to me to say, oh yeah, that thing that you said, that's not pretty accurate. And I say, okay, well, explain it to me. And then they explain it to me. And I say, oh, okay, I see exactly where you come from. And then I change my rhetoric according to what the actual truth is. Just that instantly, no argument. I may ask questions if I don't understand and get clarification, but I don't have any arguments against what the actual truth is. But anyways, when it comes to a woman who wants a man to cater to her, she is simply asking you to give her the position of denial. A lot of women, especially a lot of BWs these days, they want to be in that position of denial. They love that position of denial. To me personally, the position of denial should be relegated to masculinity. And I don't mean that in the sense that women don't have any say to to deny something. No. What I'm saying is when you have a properly balanced masculine man, you as a feminine woman shouldn't want to be in a position of denial majority of the time. Why? Because you want a man who is a good leader, right? If you're in a position of denial, that is simply saying that you are the one who says things should go or things should not go in a certain direction. Do you really want to be in that position as a woman claiming that your man is the leader? Think about it. I don't think so. Especially if you're a woman who actually values male leadership. You don't want to be in a position of denial you don't want to be in a position of denial. You would rather him be in a position of denial because you have trust in him that he is going to lead you in the position that you need to be in. So you need to give him the option of denial according to what you have to offer, because you are the one who is supposed to be submitting themselves to being a useful individual to this man's purpose, which trickle down effect happens in these relationships a lot of times when a woman does actually lend themselves to be in the position of denial or lend themselves to not be in a position of denial and lend themselves to actually offer the option to deny. Let me correct myself. But like I said, I didn't want to make this a long video. I think that this is a good topic and something to think about. I know this may be because this isn't talked about in this way, using this type of context. Definitely listen to the video a few times if you have to. If you have any questions about this, let's have a conversation. Like I said, this is what we're talking about, not what I'm talking about. When I say this is what I'm talking about, I necessarily don't want to have a conversation about it. Just a tip. But when I say this is what we're talking about, definitely chime in on these videos. I appreciate all the new subscribers that came through. I appreciate BGS for sharing my other video. That does help me out. I am not, once again, above gratitude, so I will appreciate those who appreciate me, and I will support those who support me. But anyways, like, comment, and share. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Patreon. I need to upload some more videos of that. I think, like I said, this weekend I'll be making some specific content for Patreon, and it will be edited versions of those videos on my channel as well. But anyways, until next time, this has been a Wolf in Better Clothes. May you have a good day, and peace be with you.